Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2021 Chevrolet Suburban LT, as well as learn about the features and other configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The Chevrolet Suburban is Chevy's biggest SUV. It's built on the same platform that underpins the Chevy Silverado 1500, but it has 3 rows of seating and enough space for the whole family or 2. Chevy redesigned the Silverado for 2020 and has now applied a similar architecture to usher in the 12th generation of this 3-row large SUV. For 2021, one of the country's longest-standing SUVs has a whole new look and feel. The Suburban is one of the few truck-based SUVs still around, but being truck-based can't be an excuse for being behind the times. The previous generation Suburban offered plenty of towing capacity, but came up short in refinement, versatility, and features. From the looks of things, Chevy has addressed many of those weaknesses and made the Suburban a more compelling SUV. The 2021 Suburban is offered in 6 trim levels: the LS, LT, RST, Z71, Premier, and High Country. The Suburban comes standard with a 5.3-liter V8 engine. That engine makes 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque, and it's mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. 4-wheel drive is available on all trim levels, and it's standard on the Z71 with either a single or 2-speed transfer case. 2 other engines are also available. For the High Country trim only, Chevy swaps in a 6.2-liter V8 engine. That engine makes 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. There's also an optional turbocharged 3-liter inline 6-cylinder diesel engine, which makes 277 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. Chevy will offer it on every Suburban trim except the Z71. The base model Chevrolet Suburban is the LS, and it has a starting MSRP of $51,700 and starts you off with LED headlights, 18-inch wheels, 8-passenger seating, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, a 10.2-inch infotainment touchscreen, and forward collision mitigation. The LT has a starting price of $56,500 and adds to the LS with hands-free liftgate, wireless charging, 9-speaker Bose audio system, driver seat memory settings, and heated front seats, and an auto-dimming rearview mirror. The RST is $59,800 and includes these features: 22-inch wheels, unique front fascia and black exterior trim, special RST seats with contrast stitching. The Z71 has a starting MSRP of $61,900 and adds extra off-road capability with a unique front fascia to improve ground clearance, a 2-speed transfer case, hill descent control, all-terrain tires, and a front skid plate and tow hooks. Next up the tier is the Premier. It has a starting price of $65,300 and steps up to standard equipment by including magnetically controlled shock absorbers, a digital instrument panel, a 10-speaker Bose audio system, second-row bucket seats, heated and ventilated front seats, lane keeping assist, and a blind spot monitor. The top tier High Country has a starting price of $72,300 and adds more luxury with a 420 horsepower 6.2-liter V8, surround view parking camera system, a heads-up display, rear pedestrian alert system, and a special grille with bronze accents. Many of the features on the higher trim levels are available as options on the lower trims. Other significant options depending on the trim level include a max trailering package, a panoramic sunroof, rear entertainment system, a traffic adaptive cruise control, and an air suspension. Okay, let's jump into this build and price review of the 2021 Chevrolet Suburban. We're going to build and price the LT. But before we do that, I just want to remind you to take a look at some of my other related build and price reviews. I've put links down in the description below. During the intro, I mentioned the Chevrolet Silverado. Well, I recently did a build and price review of the 2021 Chevrolet Silverado 1500. I did it in the LT Trail Boss configuration, and that is a sweet truck. A couple other SUVs, American SUVs, I think you might be interested in. The 2022 Jeep Grand Wagoneer, I recently did a build and price review of. Yeah, Jeep's got a $100,000 plus SUV. Also, the 2021 Cadillac XT6. I did it in the premium luxury trim. It's a standard 7-row SUV, and considering the prices of these Suburbans, the Cadillac could possibly be on your radar. So, after you watch this video, make sure you watch one or two of those other videos as well. Let's go over the exterior colors for the 2021 Chevy Suburban. Before we get over to the build, we'll go through the colors here. We'll check out the features. They don't have a whole bunch to say, so let's just go through this little bit of information. So they got the satin steel metallic exterior color here. We've got the gray wood metallic, iridescent pearl, summit white. We've got a black, shadow gray metallic. I like that. I like this Empire beige. Then they've got a midnight blue. And lastly, they have a cherry red tint coat. And it looks like, yeah, we can do a 360 spin. We can do a 360 walk around of the Suburban. Here they're showing, obviously, the top tier high country trim. So here's the jet black interior, though it doesn't completely look jet black to me. And they have a handful of slides that we can go through for the jet black interior color. And then there's the jet black and mocha trim. Let's go through these interior slides really fast. Of course, they're showing the high country trim level. And yeah, it's very nice. Okay, let's move on. Okay, let's go through the gallery. Yes, I did use quite a few of these gallery images during the intro, but let's just run through them together really fast. Here they're showing a lot of shots of the high country, though this one isn't the high country. This one's got that iridescent pearl paint, which is really, really nice. Here they're showing a Z71, the front end and all that. Looks very much like a Silverado in the front. What I really want to do is I want to get over to the interior photos. I haven't seen them. I want to take a look at them. I don't know how good they are or are not. Here's a shot of the interior. Looks like they're showing some rear seat entertainment back there, which would certainly be optional. Here it looks like a center console compartment and some storage cubbies down in the middle. Here you've got your kind of selection or push button. I'll call it a push button transmission, though he's pulling it. It seems like a lot of manufacturers going to this kind of style of transmission these days. No more gear shift selector, I guess, at the very least. And so here they're showing a close-up of the stitching of one of the interior trims. Here's a decent shot of the back end of a Suburban with all the seats folded down. They do fold nice and flat. And look how huge those rear seat entertainment screens are. They're gigantic. So, yeah, it looks to be about it, because the rest of this is just videos, and we're not going to look at those. Let's move on. Here they're showing us an available power sliding center console that can automatically slide back up to 10 inches. We were going to take a closer look with this video, but really it's more of a commercial, so we're not going to take a look at that. Here they talk about the cargo capacity. So it's got best-in-class cargo volume. They say up to 144.7 cubic feet, and that is all the space you'll need. They say the Suburban has it. And then they talk about third row legroom. They say, yeah, it's been enhanced to offer more comfortable chair height, more legroom than the previous generation. All right, that was interior features. Let's talk about the exterior features really quick. Okay, so when it comes to technology, there's the available 4G LTE Wi-Fi. They've been offering that a really long time. There's a new rear seat media system. We saw those huge 12.6-inch LCD touchscreens. Those are gigantic. There's also an available 15-inch heads-up display. So lots of cool technology available on this new redesigned Suburban. Here's that heads-up display, which is really cool. Here they can show you some different camera views. And if you're going to do some trailering, there's an available advanced trailering system. that allows you to do that a lot better. You can even have an app as well. I don't think we really need to go over the performance, really. We kind of seriously covered all that in the intro. There's 3 engines. Your base engine is the 5.3-liter V8. The 6.2-liter V8 can only be had in the high country. The Duramax diesel is available on all trim levels except for, I think there was one model that you couldn't get it on, but maybe not. If you option and get a Z71 or a high country, you can get the 4-corner air ride adaptive suspension. And you can do all kinds of cool things with that. You can adjust the vehicle's height, raising the Suburban to provide more clearance when driving, or you can lower it to enhance aerodynamics and improve efficiency. And when it's parked, the vehicle can also be lowered to make it getting in and out of it a lot easier. Up here, they're really just talking about that 3-liter turbo diesel engine. We're not going to really get into that because, well, we're going to do the LT, and we're just going to do it with the 5.3-liter. So here they talk about the all-new Suburban, how it offers safety and driver assist features. If we scroll down a little bit here, they show us some standard features like automatic emergency braking, forward collision alert, front pedestrian braking. We've got following distance indicator and IntelliBeam auto high beams. Under available features, we have adaptive cruise control. We have lane keeping assist. We have, I skipped through one, didn't I? Yeah, we've got the rear cross traffic alert. We've got the lane change alert with side blind zone alert. We have the high definition surround view vision camera and the safety alert seat. We've got some standard dimensions here for our SUV. Overall length, 225.7 inches. Overall height, 75.7 inches. Overall width, 81.1 inches. You got front headroom is 42.3 inches. Front legroom, 44.5 inches. And your front shoulder room is a very, very generous 66 inches. Okay, we went through all the features, I think, so let's move on. Let's do the build here. We can see right up here, drive type. You got 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. By default, when I loaded this page, it already had 4-wheel drive selected. I guess maybe because the Z71 is selected by default. We're going to go ahead and select the LT, but we are going to keep the 4-wheel drive. Okay, so we've got an LT selected, 4-wheel drive. There's nothing else to do on this page. Now we can move on to colors. I think we're going to go with the Empire Beige. It looks really good. All right, we already went through all the colors. We're going to go through the Empire Beige, or go with that. That looks good. You've got 2 premium colors. I guess if you wanted the Cherry Red or the Iridescent Pearl, the Cherry Red's going to cost you $500. The Iridescent Pearl is going to cost you $1,000. We're going to go with the Jet Black Leather. I guess you can get the Gideon Very Dark Atmosphere. What is that? We got to at least take a look at that. Okay, so that's what the Gideon Very Dark Atmosphere looks like. We're going to skip that. We've got the jet black leather seating surfaces, and I think that looks fantastic. Okay, so check this out. I already jumped ahead to the next page. The next thing to do was select packages. There's a whole bunch of packages. You can't really see it behind this, but I'm selecting the LT Signature package. You can see that it's all the money at $5,100 and change, but you can see what it adds. It adds everything. Did I see the word Gideon in there? Oh, no. Oh, it's a guidance hitch. I thought it said Gideon interior. At any rate, yeah, it gives you a whole bunch of good stuff. And you get better wheels. You get 20-inch wheels that look super good. So now we can see this Suburban with the upgraded package, the LT package, the luxury package here with the nicer wheels. And it's pretty cool. Yeah, the LT Signature package, $5,100, gave us a lot of stuff. There's a Signature package. So that Signature package also gave us the luxury package here. It also gave us the driver alert package. It gave us the max trailering package. It basically loaded out this Suburban. The only other, and it gave us the advanced trailering package as well. The only thing that I already added to that was the performance upgrade package. It gives you a performance air intake system and a catback exhaust. Wow, 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 wow. They have serious wheel options. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? So we started off with some 18-inch wheels. Then we got that luxury package, and then we ended up with some 20-inch wheels. But boy, they have 22-inch wheels, and these chromies right here, These chromies right here for $3 grand look really, really good. I think I want these. Oh yeah, that looks much, much better. So other things to choose from on this in this category, the exterior category. Change tires. They got tire options. We're not doing anything with that. They have mechanical options like do you want an engine block, heater, things like that. Do you want a heavy-duty amp, things like that? Nope. We've got a lot of things checked by default from those other packages, and I think we're just going to leave it at that. We could do a polished exhaust tip, but I'm cool with that. It's fine. We've got the catback performance exhaust system. We've got a panoramic power sunroof. Do we want to do the front and rear splash guards? Yeah, maybe we do. Okay, so we got the splash guards selected. They have illuminated Chevrolet mirror trim. What does that look like? That looks super cool. Let's go ahead and get that too. Okay, that's been selected. Safety, we don't need the highway safety kit. Let's move on to interior now. Okay, so here we are. We've got the radio options. We could upgrade to this Infotainment 3, but it's got a no-cost option, which means it's bundled in a package, and we're not going to mess with that, so we're going to leave that alone. Again, they've got these interior options. Many of these things are already checked because it says included with a package. That was from the other page, and we got some packages selected there. Do we want that power sliding center console? That does sound kind of cool, so let's go ahead and get that. Or maybe not, because perhaps that was already bundled into this package because it wants to remove the LT signature package and a bunch of other packages. So let's just leave it at that. What else is there? The rest of this stuff is just basically accessories and options. Safety options, we've gotten them all because we've got that in a package. Okay, moving on. The accessories, we never do accessories for General Motors cars because, well, these accessories are never specific to the vehicle. For instance, let's find something here like exterior stuff. What do they have? They have wind deflectors that you can put on the front of the hood. They've got electronics like headphones and battery jump starters and cameras and USB cables. You get what I'm saying here. None of this stuff is really worth our time to go over. So let's move on to the summary. So the vehicle was $60,000 to start. It was $59,500, and we're out the door at $70,000, $800. So we basically added about $10,000 in options. I guess we could have cut a couple of corners there. But yeah, it's nice just the way it is. And I guess this is just a really expensive SUV. That's why I said you might want to check out that Cadillac. Okay, so on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you found this build and price review of the 2021 Chevrolet Suburban LT helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the very next video.